Hi everyone, today I am going to be giving you a short presentation over Words Their Way assessment and how I use it in my first grade classroom here in Madison. Words Their Way. Now the image that you are seeing on the right here, this is the old series. This is what we used last year in Madison, so this is what I'm most familiar with. However, we will be using the new series and we will talk a little bit about that. But let's get started with the old series and what Words Their Way, what it is. So Words Their Way is an assessment used in grades K through 5. However, in Madison right now, we are only using it in grades 1st and 2nd. We're hoping to get the district on board which would allow us to implement it in grades K through 5. Words Their Way focuses on phonics, vocabulary, and spelling. Words Their Way has a digital program as well as a hands-on textbook. However, for this old series, there's not an online program, but with the new series, we'll kind of take a look at that and see what that looks like. So, for Words Their Way, you begin by giving your students a spelling inventory. Now, here is this primary spelling inventory. There's also an elementary spelling inventory. This is for grades kindergarten through 3rd grade. And then if you see, there's 26 words that are listed. I will give you an example of how I would give the first word. So the students would have a piece of paper with 1 through 26, and I would say fan. I could use a fan on a hot day. Fan. And then I would continue to do that throughout the rest of the assessment or spelling inventory. From there, I would take my results and use the spelling inventory assessment. So here is kind of what that looks like. To be honest, when I first saw this, I was very overwhelmed. Was not sure how this was supposed to be filled out. So I did take a short course during the summer before my first year over Words Their Way, and they did a nice job explaining this on how to fill it out. So for example, if we look at number 1, bed. So B and D are under consonant beginning and final sounds, and then E is short vowels. Now, you mark what your students got correct. So if they got B, D, E, they would get all 3 points. However, if they missed E, they would lose one of their points under the total. So say they got the I, E, and U correct, and O, they would get 4 out of 5, which I would consider to still be strong in that short vowel area and wouldn't be a concern for me. And it goes out throughout the rest of the different features for your students. And this is something that I share with my parents to help them understand where their child is at academically. However, this is not the first thing I show them because as an educator I was overwhelmed, so I didn't want to overwhelm my parents. I also I just pulled up, I have a YouTube video that I'll link with this presentation that I give to parents the first week of school to kind of show them what it looks like and what we're going to be doing, because you do have those parents who ask the question, why are you doing this? Give my child a spelling list of 10 words, we'll memorize them, and then do it the way that I was taught. And so it really, if you are going to implement this into your classroom, just know you're going to have to educate your parents on why you're doing this Words Their Way assessment in your classroom. Words Their Way. So students are then, oh, I should go back. Here, let me go back to that quick. In Madison, we are very lucky. Madison has bought the program where it will grade my students' tests for me. So what I have to do is go in and add all my students. I have to, say student A, I would fill out student A, they spell all of these words correct, they missed these words, and then it takes me to the end once all of my students are filled out. It tells me which student is lacking in which area, what students should be grouped together, I personally don't like to go over 4 groups. However, I did have to do 5 groups this year because I had a student that he wasn't speaking until midway through kindergarten, and he was only in kindergarten for 56 days. So when he came to me, he didn't know his letters and he didn't know his sounds. So I had a special group for him, but usually I like to just stick with my 4 groups, and I find that to be the easiest way. So more on groups. Words Their Way groups. Students are grouped depending on their spelling development stages. There are 3 different stages as well. The steps are early, middle, and late. My first graders tend to be in that early and middle stages. These stages become their learning targets. We focus on their goals, and when they have completed this section of their goal, they are assessed to see where the student should be placed next. However, I'm not sure if this was the best way of going about it, but I only gave the spelling inventory twice. That is what the first grade colleagues thought would be best. So it was just kind of more assessing them by what they were doing and how they were doing, looking at their writing, looking at their reading, and then going from there. Some examples that we work on are short vowels, long vowels, blends, digraphs, and there's many more, but those are just a few to mention. Okay, Words Their Way activities. So I'm kind of going to tell you about some of the activities that you can do with Words Their Way. But before we do that, let's go ahead and look at a teacher sample so then it's easier for you to understand what I am talking about. So this is from the new series. This is what I will be able to use this year, and this student would be working on Sort 9, op, ot, and og. And then you see the words that they are given. Now, this teacher sample guide, which are in the books that you are given or in the text you're given, lays it out nicely for you, explains what you should be doing, questions you should be asking, practicing, and extending, apply and assess, supporting all learners, so making sure it's differentiated for your students. And then all students are given a sort. So this would be those students that were in Sort 9, this would be their sort. So I make a copy for at school, I make a copy for at home, so that they're practicing in both environments. Now, what would happen? A student would get this, they would cut it out, they will do different sorts. When we go back to the sorts activities, this will be easier for you to understand. So what's going to happen? They're going to cut out all of these, and then the student will find the word pot, match it with the image pot. Pop, match it with the image pop. Log, match with the image log. And I think you get the gist. Now in my class also I have Words Their Way journals. So I don't print out these, but this is where they could match them up and then ultimately at the end do a glue assessment, which we'll talk more about as well. But so in their word journals, at the end of after their assessment, they do a glue sort and glue their sort that you saw above in the right order. So pop is with pop, log is with log, under the right headings. So op, ot, and og, if you see here, have their own categories. Okay, and then this is just another activity that the new series gives. Hop. They want you to fill out the students to fill out the rest of the lines, writing words that rhyme with hop. In my classroom, I have a different type of form that I use that says, if I can spell hop, I can spell, and then they would list the rest of the words, just connecting it, very similar. So now if we go back to the activities. So now taking that sort that they cut out, they would do, on Mondays, I model it. So I would pull all 4 groups at different stages and model the sort for them, showing them exactly what I want from them, exactly what are the headings, where do they go, where What are the features that we're looking at? Tuesday is a you sort, so they sort it to themselves. And then they do a write sort, so then they're writing the words, practicing writing them. Then a partner sort. A partner sort looks a lot like a spelling test. So I would have two partners from the same group. Partner A would give the words, partner B would write the words on their whiteboard, and then they would check, and then they would switch. Thursday, we go back to a write sort, just doing that individual practice. On Friday, it is a blind sort. So students are back to back from the same group, two students. For example, if I was student A, I would say log. Now student B has to place log under the right heading, so they would need to place that under OG. And once the sorts go on, so sort 9 is pretty simple, but once they go on, it can get pretty tough. Especially when you're in those long vowels and AI, AE, and things like that. So other examples are a speed sort, self-explanatory. Let's see how fast we can sort out our word sort. And then a glue sort, that is always after the assessment. They're gluing it into their Words Their Way journal. And then that's just kind of like a final check, like, yep, they get it, or nope, we need to go back and go to the drawing board and work a little more on that. Here is the new series. This is what I'll be using this year, and sort 9 that I just showed you goes along with the new series. The new series also has some interactive programs online that the students can use. I haven't been able to get into mine. I won't get my password until August, so I'm excited and anxious to see how that will go. Some things that I've learned. So I won't go ahead and read this direct quote to you, but this is something that I found from a research article, and I 100% agree with it, that these help our English learning students. I had a student who came to me in first grade. She didn't know her letters. This was perfect. We worked on letter names. We worked on letter sounds. She was able to grow so much faster with this program rather than just that spelling list that we're typically just giving students. So I love this program. She progressed so quickly that I really have to give that credit to the Words Their Way program. Words Their Way has helped me enhance my knowledge of phonics, vocabulary, and spelling, and can help. And I take that information from this assessment, and it helps me understand where my students are at, allowing me to help build their literacy skills from their level of development. It's not just looking at a spelling test, wondering, did they memorize it? Do they still remember it? This is just drill and practice, drill and practice. Students are placed in groups at their level. And so I personally love this program. Quick little story. I had a little girl in 4th grade. Her mom was a 4th grade educator. And towards the end of the year, she came to me and she said, where do I learn more about Words Their Way? And I said, well, I had a little teaching on it, but why? Why are you so interested? And she said, my daughter, who's in your class, is working on the same words that my 4th graders are on their spelling list. How is this going to help my daughter when she gets to 4th grade when she's working on that now? So that was just kind of nice to hear. And it just proves that Words Their Way pushes students at their own level. And then here are some of my references. I will tag that video that I show parents, and I will also attach the research article that talked about some of that English language learners. So I hope that helped out. If anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I love Words Their Way, and I hope this helped those of you who don't know what it is understand it more. So thank you.